School, и сегодня я продолжаю играть в Stanley Portable. И это уже, по идее, вторая часть. Да, вторая. Ну, и мы начинаем играть. И давайте следовать тому, что рассказывает рассказчик.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Да, конечно, в прошлой части это был просто эпик. Ну,
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Пока. Так.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Так. Компьютер. Секретарши нет. Так, здесь закрыто. Тут что у нас?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Начальник.
life. Shocked, unraveled,
Начальник.
Stanley wondered in disbelief
Где?
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Тут кто-то есть? Алло. Ой, ау. Ой, ой. Долго ли меня долго? Так, все началось.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ау.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Свобода, выход. Да нет, длинный коридор какой-то, я лучше сюда пойду. Здесь кто-то есть? Я на кнопку нажму.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Извините, я немножко приболел. Вот. Так, что тут у нас? О! Кнопочка.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What the fuck? Ладно, идем. Что за херня? А?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Офигеть.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Никогда.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
я нажимала
world?
кнопки, то, что я и сейчас делаю.
But here was the proof. the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Все, сюда. Окей. Идем сюда. Нажму-ка я сюда. Кто вырубил свет? Включите. Давай. Ну. Вот еще. Вау.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Включите свет. Все получилось.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Тропинка. Извините, там у меня какие-то посторонние звуки. Возможно, вас слышно. Так,
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Открытую дверь. Окей. Окей. И входим.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Да. У меня лаги. Извините, конечно, за эти лаги, но...
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Да, у меня залагало прям под конец. Это вообще... Так. Поскольку меня залагало, я продолжать не могу. Ждем. Так, и почти. Так. Ждем еще. И все. И у меня залагала игра, к сожалению. Ладно, с вами был Андрюх Кул. Всем пока.